Rashid.
Ooh, Farah, that's interesting. What are you reading?
I'm reading The Kite Runner by Khalid Hosseini.
The Kite Runner? What's the Kite Runner?
Allow me to explain. Come over here. The Kite Runner tells the story of Amir, a young boy from a wealthy family in Afghanistan, and Hassan, the son of his father's servant. Although they grow up together like close friends, their relationship changes after Amir fails to help Hassan during a painful incident.
Feeling guilty but unable to face the truth, Amir later moves to America with his father when war breaks out in Afghanistan.
Years later, as an adult, Amir receives a chance to return to his homeland and make up for his past mistakes.
So, he discovers important family secret and tries to rescue Hassan's son, Zohra, from danger.
In the end, the story shows Amir's journey from guilt and betrayal to courage, forgiveness, and redemption.
This is me visually contrasting our positions to represent the rigid social hierarchy in Afghanistan. Institutionalized inequality. By filming this contrast, we demonstrate that the Pashtun-Hazara divide is an ingrained, systemic hierarchy that dehumanizes individuals from birth. Our performance also highlights the cognitive dissonance in Amir and Hassan's friendship. Although they are close, their bond is fundamental, unequal, forcing Hassan to sacrifice himself to protect Amir's social status. The two burning issues successfully identified are: the first one, the Hazarajat or class inequality scene, the institutionalization of ethnic superiority. This issue examines how the Pashtun-Hazara divide is not merely a social disagreement but an ingrained systemic hierarchy. We were deeply disheartened by how this inequality is reinforced through history, literature, and even religious interpretation within the story, creating a caste system that dehumanizes the Hazara people before they are even born. The second one, the paradox of intimacy within hierarchy. This issue explores the cognitive dissonance in Amir and Hassan's relationship. Although they play and grow up together, their bond is fundamentally unequal because Amir is the master while Hassan is the servant. Their friendship exists within a hierarchical framework that ultimately demands Hassan's sacrifice to protect Amir's social status.
I'm reenacting the moment of witnessing violence without intervening. Through this scene, we show that Amir's inaction isn't just cowardice, it is a moral paralysis caused by his obsession with Baba's approval. Our intent is to show that silence is a form of violence. By choosing not to act, Amir becomes a secondary participant in the abuse, making his guilt the central pillar of the story. The two burning issues based on this scene are the psychology of moral paralysis. This issue goes beyond the fact that Amir didn't intervene. It explores how moral paralysis occurs when an individual's fear of personal loss, such as losing Baba's love or status, outweighs their moral compass. Hence, it is safe to say that Amir's inaction is a result of his obsession with his father's approval, which effectively blinds him to the suffering of his closest companion. Besides that, there is also complicity through silence. This issue treats the bystander effect as an active form of violence. Silence acts as a tool that grants the oppressors, like Asif, the power to commit atrocities. The key point here is that by choosing not to act, Amir becomes a secondary participant in Hassan's victimization, making his guilt a central pillar of the entire narrative.
For the refugee, leaving home is more than just a journey, it is the death of an identity. So in this scene, we are conveying the loss of social identity as refugees are stripped of the status and community that once defined them. So this is compounded by the weight of cultural displacement, where the trauma of the past constantly shadows the struggle to survive in a new land. So the first burning issue is the loss of social identity. Hosseini shows how immigration involves a social death, because in Afghanistan, Baba was a titan of industry and respect, and in America, he is reduced to a gas station clerk. This issue exposes the burning questions of whether a person's worth is tied to their cultural context, and the profound depression that follows when that context is stripped away by war. Next is The Weight of Cultural Displacement, where it discusses the struggles of bridging two worlds, where Amir adopts American culture to reinvent himself and escape the past, while Baba clings to his Afghan identity as a way to preserve his dignity. So Hosseini is a truly great writer as he illustrates that for the refugees, leaving home is a continuous process of negotiating which parts of themselves to discard and which to keep in order to survive.
In this scene, the truth about Hassan's identity is finally revealed, and it becomes a turning point in Amir's life. Amir discovers that Hassan was not just the son of Baba's servant Ali, but actually his half-brother. This truth completely changes the way Amir understands his childhood, his family, and even himself. The first burning issue shown in this scene is the construction of a false narrative. Amir grew up believing that Baba was an honorable and almost perfect father figure. He also believed that Hassan was socially beneath him because Hassan was a Hazara and a servant's son. However, when the truth comes out, Amir realizes that his whole understanding of the past was built on a lie. Hassan was never just a servant or a childhood friend. He was Amir's own brother, but this truth was hidden from both of them. This revelation shatters Amir's worldview because it forces him to question everything he once believed. Baba's silence did not only protect a family secret, it also shaped Amir's identity in a false way. Amir had admired Baba as a symbol of strength and morality, but now he must accept that Baba was also flawed, dishonest, and afraid of facing the truth. This makes the scene emotionally powerful because Amir is not only learning a secret, he is also losing the ideal image of his father. The second burning issue is the intersection of honor and hypocrisy. Baba often taught Amir about honesty, courage, and moral integrity. He even believed that lying and stealing were serious wrongdoings. However, Baba himself lived with a major lie for many years. He demanded honesty from Amir, yet he hid the truth about Hassan to protect his own reputation and family honor. This shows the hypocrisy behind Baba's character. Publicly, he appeared strong, respected, and honorable. Privately, he carried guilt and shame. This scene also criticizes a society where family reputation can become more important than truth and justice. Baba chose silence because admitting the truth would damage his social image. Overall, this scene shows that lies may protect people from shame for a while, but they can deeply damage trust, identity, and relationships. Through Amir's reaction, this scene reminds us that truth can be painful, but living under a false narrative can be even more destructive.
So, finally, we reach the possibility of being good again. Our intent is to show the process of redemption is dynamic, proving that atonement requires painful, tangible action rather than just regret. Ultimately, we are depicting the breaking of the generational cycle of betrayal, where saving Sohrab becomes the final act of healing the wounds of the past. The burning issue is redemption as an active process. This issue argues that redemption is not a destination, but a journey of self-correction, and lies how Amir's mission to rescue Sohrab is a direct attempt to be good again. Unlike his childhood behavior, this requires him to take physical action, emotional risk, proving that true redemption demands more than just feeling sorry. It requires tangible action and often painful. Besides that, breaking the generational cycle of betrayal is also one of the burning issues. This issue is about the Sohrab arc as the ultimate test of the novel's theme. By choosing to care for Sohrab, Amir is finally breaking the cycle of betrayal that haunted his father and himself. The burning issue is whether one can truly erase the sins of the past, or if redemption is simply the act of ensuring that those sins do not repeat themselves in the next generation.
Sure. Let's highlight the 10 burning issues. Class inequality. This illustrates the deep divides in Afghan society. Paradox of intimacy within hierarchy. Relationships are shaped by power dynamics. Psychology of moral paralysis. Characters struggle with inaction amidst crises. Complicity through silence. Silence can perpetuate injustice. Loss of social identity. Displacement leads to identity crises. Weight of cultural displacement. Cultural roots impact personal experience. Construction of a false narrative. False memories shape personal truths. Intersection of honor and hypocrisy. Values can be misused for personal gain. Redemption as an active process. Redemption requires ongoing effort. Breaking the generational cycle of betrayal. Change starts with personal courage. In conclusion, the Kite Runner exposes profound societal issues, urging accountability and empathy in our lives.
Bantu Hazor Zafar!